G'day adventurers, we're back finally. It's been it's the weekend after Easter. There's a lot of rain up here. It wasn't a very good weekend for fishing, but we finally got out again. The weather's, as you can see, sensational. And yeah, we've come to test a theory with this rain murking the water to see whether the fish bite better. Have a quick look at the water. Very, very brown. But yeah, it's just setting up really now. We're in the Pine River, just drifting along, trying to see whether there's some. Well, I'm trying to see if there's a flathead. So we're drifting over the shallows, over the sandbanks. Anyway, we'll set up a bit better. Start proper fishing later on. Let's get into it. Right, one of the first stops. Going to try the legs on the run out tide here. As I said before, the water is very dirty. Crazy dirty. Generally pick up some nice bream and Moses perch here. Yeah, just don't know what's going to happen today though. That's why we are here. See what happens. Murky water, run out tide. Generally we do this on the run in tide after a low. So don't know what's going to happen. Hey, he's got his buddy following. That's double brim. They don't look like keepers though. We're in a good position here with a current to take us, or take the bait into the legs. So I'm just going to slowly let that bait go back to the legs. And there we go. Let's see what this is. I think the current's making it feel like it's heavier than what it is. To go.
A little bit worried. But...
Day reckons he's got something legal this time? No. It's just another little brim. Probably just make 25. Oh, I'm getting some action. I better get ready for the bigger brim. Go. I think it's a flathead. Can you get that? That's a flathead. Can you get that net ready? It's got some weight to this one. This is a big flathead, I think. Ah, you mongrel. How did it get one of those on here? Let's get it off the hook, yeah. Bring it in. Nice. Oh, that's a disappointment. Shovelly. It's not a good one? Yeah. Just under 25 again.
Undersized brim.
Undersize again. Oh, it's a Moses. Is it a keeper size? I'm looking just like 25. Alright, just doing an update. It's low tide, 3:30 in the afternoon. Been fishing for 3 hours. And we're catching a lot of little brim, but no keepers. We're hoping that the change of the tide with the new water coming back in will change that a bit for us. Yeah, so just right now it's right on change of tide, right on low. See, Dave's caught another undersized bream. Plenty of those around. Nothing big, nothing keeping yet.
Yes.
Dave's picked up his first keeper. Tide's just changing now. Starting to run in. And that is a good bream to start. We always do okay here when the tide starts coming in. And Dave's scored early. I've got one here too. It's a Moses perch. The Moses. It's looking all right. Yes, that's going to make that, I think. Dave on again. It's doing one every couple of minutes now. Oh, it's not big. It's sideways. It is. Dave's coming up with something. Is it a snag or?
Probably a net job, I reckon.
Net job.
Maybe swaying.
It's here, ready, just in case it's a flatty. He's talked it up. It's turned out to be just a standard brim. Standard brim.
So it's big. I'll be leaving. Probably leaving.
Dave's predicting a legal one here. It's yeah, maybe.
Close.
It's gonna be close. It's only feeling small though. Oh, I got Dave. He's trying to sabotage me.
Get it?
He also came off now.
Told you, can leave the channel to make you pay.
He's been recording all this time. Oh, it's a flatty. Oh,
Fuck it.
was a flatty. And I almost got faced. Oh, I got one too. Dave's on something. I've got, oh yeah, Jesus, it's made my bait runner go crazy. It's a good chance it's a stingray. Good whiting that one. I've lost mine. One's getting a bit of a working. You really be able to keep it on the hook this time? Another brimbo. So that is a prawn. That fella. This is a flatty. You got a net? Ah, I lost it. It snapped me.
I was ready for it. It wasn't bad flathead either.
It was a great flathead. brim. It's not a brim, that's a grunter, I think. That's a grunter. Oh, okay.
Got the net ready? Larry Lou.
Ah, another flatty.
What?
Lost. The tarwine action now. What have you got now? Small brim again. Tarwine. Tarwine. Bit of an update. The tide change has brought them on. We're getting a bit of action here. So you can see the rod's been getting some bites now. We've dropped a couple of big bloody flathead next to the boat. You'll see that. Got a few brim now, some tarwine. So yeah, you can see the sun's just set, so it's perfect time. Good time with the tide. We're getting a bit of current across here. You can see the sandbank maybe in the distance. It's a bit shallow. The fish are trying to come up on the sandbank, so we're in the right spot. And yeah, it's looking good at the moment. It's got a bit of pull on it though. Another brim.
Bit of weight.
Is that a net action? Or you're okay with it? Looks like a nice brim. Oh.
Stinker, is it?
Yep. Tarwine. It's a good sized tarwine.
Stinker on the bank.
But yeah, I've got one over there. It's gone crazy again. Missed it. Yeah, it stripped me. Put some bend into this one. I'm getting some action too. I'm getting action. Oh. I might have lost mine. Dave has another brim. Brim family. Oh, I've got something too. Very small brim. It's not a stingray. Oh, it's got some pull.
Stinker.
Just been sitting on it. To keep a stinker. Again. Using yabbies, prawns, rockworms and wrigglers here, and they're all, everything's really working. Maybe the prawns not as much as usual, but did attract those big flathead. And that is 26, stinker 26. Looks like something sizable. Brim shape.
That's trevally.
It's trevally too. Trevally. Bait runner action. Got weight. Might be. Another brim. bream season here. It's a nice keeper bream on yabbies. And we've got another nice bream with a yabby. Well, they're around then. It's a nice bream too.
A few more like him.
Close to 30, that one. So later that night, around the top of the tide, we were able to get up onto the sand flats and find some whiting, but they weren't in great numbers. Here's a shot of final catch that we kept. So some bream, some tarwine, and a couple of whiting. Not too bad. So I'd say after rains, there's probably not much action up in a river. Most of the rainwater flushed out the fish to the mouth of the river or into the bay. So fish those areas. Your standard bream seem to like maybe that brackish water. The whiting weren't so. The whiting don't seem to be a fan of that brackish water and probably took off somewhere else. Generally at this time of year, the whiting are in that area in great numbers. So yeah, that just shows you that fresh water wasn't good for them. The fish certainly became more active after the change of the tide when the salt was coming in. So I'd recommend starting to fish then. It produces a bit better. So thanks for watching, and hopefully you'll catch you on the next video. See you then.